This is Daniel with Eat, Sleep, Boxing Repeat. I'm joined by 3-0 Welsh welterweight pro Joe Morgan. Hi Joe, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, buddy. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Thank you for joining us. I know you're training for your big debut on Big Matchroom Card in Cardiff on June the 4th.
Yeah. Training's in full swing now. It was a short notice fight. I had say 3 weeks to get ready, and like a lot of people know, I was living on the all-inclusive buffet diet and the Burger King diet. But I'm always fit anyway, so I just need to knuckle down and come fight night, I'll be more than ready.
Oh, brilliant. Like I said, it's a massive opportunity for you to showcase what you can do. Obviously, I know obviously you had a very stellar amateur career, being 5 times national champion. For people who haven't seen you, folks, this is your debut on Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat. Give us a background to your amateur career and obviously how you got into the pro game so far.
Um, well, I started boxing at 9 years of age. I've always had a love for the sport, and I worked my way up the ranks. I won 5 national amateur titles and 3 international box cup titles as well. And to be honest with you, the pro style has always suited me more, and I've always thought that, and everyone has always said that. So I took the opportunity and turned over last year when I was 19, and and that's it really. I've boxed Wales multiple times, but this is always what I've wanted to do. I've never wanted to go down the route of Commonwealth Games, Olympics. I've just wanted to turn over, take the vest off, and fight professionally.
So learn basically in the pro ranks at a young age. Obviously, turning over at 19 gives you that time to learn and develop, and obviously grow, as they say, into yourself and build that power and strength and build yourself as a fighter going forward.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you say, I'm 20 years of age now. There's no rush for me. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna keep training, keep fighting, keep winning, and getting knockouts. And like I said, the opportunities will come. As shown, I've got this big fight now, and it's a good thing I always stay in the gym.
Yeah, brilliant. It goes to show, obviously, it's a credit to yourself, obviously, taking this big opportunity at 3 weeks' notice, being ready, obviously working hard day in, day out. Obviously, 20 years old, it shows you've got a good head on your shoulders, determined. Obviously, keep your feet on the ground, isn't it? Obviously, you've had 3 fights currently to pro, 2 points victories, and then obviously the last fight you had was a knockout victory. Your fights would be with JB Quinn, Qasim Hussein, and obviously the last fight you had was a knockout win against Stephen Floyd. So obviously it goes to show you have got that knockout power. You've obviously 3 fights, 1 knockout. How do you feel that the first 3 fights have gone for you in the professional game?
Well, to be honest, my first fight, that fight was on a week's notice against Jeremy Quinn, and you know, people like that, they're there to survive, and I was close with a pair of them. You could ask the pair of them. I was that close with a pair of them to get in the stoppage, but with people like that, it's not really about getting a stoppage. It's about learning and getting the experience in, and it's like cracking a nut with MP. You can't really get your shots off because they're always defending. They know all the tricks in the book. And my third fight, then as soon as you got someone who likes to open up a bit more, and you see what happens, like, and that's how it's going to be all the way through. Now, I can promise her.
Yes, it's obviously exciting for the fans as well, seeing them knockouts. That's what the fans like to pay to see. Obviously, against the first 2 fighters, as you said, they were very crafty, very knowledgeable, skillful in the game. Obviously, they've had over 100 fights each. Do you know what I mean? So you can't ask for better experience for your first 2 fights. And obviously, you showed your skills there, got the victory. And obviously, now you're moving on now to bigger and better things. Obviously, on this matchroom card. So I think, as you said, you're trained by your father. So obviously, there's been a lot of famous, obviously, father and son relationships in the past in boxing. Obviously, you've got the likes of Sean Porter and his father. You've got Devin Haney being trained by his father now. You've got the Lomachenkos who are trained by each other. Josh Warrington's trained by his dad. Obviously, and the most famous one is obviously the Welsh parent of Joe and Enzo Calzaghe. So how does that relationship work with you and your dad? And obviously, are you looking to go all the way together to the top?
Yeah, definitely. We started together. He's always been in the game anyway, but he got more into it when I got into it. And he's always been there with me. And like when it's your father, you've got that special bond of that you sometimes don't have with a trainer when you go to a gym and you've got a coach who's training, say, 10, 20 boys who don't have that bond that you would have with your father. And it's good. We've always been pretty close as well, and we just work together, and that's it. I feel comfortable with him. We do have a little bicker now and again, but that's how it is, isn't it?
That's a father and son relationship, isn't it?
Yeah, he takes. We go everywhere sparring together. I'm always open to advice of other trainers when I go to different gyms sparring, and he says that himself as well. If they ever got something to say to me, say it. But as far as sticking with him goes, that's how it's going to be all the way through.
So that's good. It's proven it can be done. I've just named a few there. Obviously, you've had Mayweather Senior and Junior in the past as well. Obviously, it's proven that father and son relationships work. One Welsh pairing obviously proved it massively with Joe and Enzo Calzaghe all the way to the top, retiring undefeated. So obviously it does work, and it is proven. It is a proven thing. And like you said, there's no one you want to do more for than your father is there. Do you know what I mean? To make him proud and the efforts you put in for him, and he's able to probably give you that extra kick as well because he knows what buttons to push as well. Because he's known you since obviously all your life. So
yeah, exactly. There's been days before where you feel like I don't want to go training, I don't want to do this, and he's there telling me straight away. Like when he phoned me when I about this matchroom fight, I was like, "Oh, Dad, it's a bit short notice." He's like, "You can't turn this fight down. This a massive fight," and then it just clicked in my head, and I was like, "No, I can't." Like, you're right with it. So yes, it's good to have him. He's always there pushing me, and I want to do well for myself and my family and everyone, but my father, he's the main one because he's helped me all the way through, along with my missus and everyone else. Like I said, my father's always supported me since I was that tall.
Yeah, it's good to have that. It's like you said, it's a lonely sport, boxing, so it's good that, like you said, you've got these people backing you and supporting you. And obviously, I know it's only you that's in that ring, but if you've got that solid backbone behind you of your partner, of your father, obviously of all your other family and fans, it just makes you feel that better, much better. And obviously, there's no one better to keep your feet on the ground as you go up the game and obviously get bigger, better opportunities than your father, is there?
Yeah, exactly. You're right. Boxers are people, we do stupid things as you do, but then you got them people by your side. Like I said, I got my missus, she's helped me all the way through this. I got my old man who's helped me all the way through this, and I can't thank the pair of them enough. Obviously, I got family who support me as well. So, but at the end of the day, like we said, it's me in that ring fighting. But when you got them people around you, that helps you a lot.
Yeah, definitely. So obviously you've got this massive opportunity now on this world title undercard. Obviously you're managed by Chris Sanagar. So how did that relationship come about from the amateur games, and how did Chris, as he said, how this shot came about on the matchroom card?
Well, to be honest with you, I've known Chris for a long time because where I train in the same gym as Tony Dixon, used to be Nathan King, all of them lots. So Chris has been back and I've known Chris since I was a nipper.
Yeah.
And when I was about, say, 14, 15, and I used to go up Bristol, his boxing gym sparring pretty regularly. And then when the time came to turn pro, I was waiting for a date, and I got a fight with Pat Barrett, Black Flash Promotions.
Yeah.
I had the 2 fights with Pat. No, 3 fights, sorry. And I can't thank him enough for what he done, but it's time for me to move on now, and I've now signed with Chris Sanagar. We've come up with a deal together, and he's got me on this show straight away. So, like I said, I can't thank Chris and Sanagar events enough for this opportunity. And like I said, you wouldn't be disappointed, Chris.
But it's a massive opportunity, and obviously, well, it goes to show what Chris can do for you for your career so early on. Obviously, if you've had 3 fights under Black Flash Promotions, and obviously now this is your first opportunity with Chris, you've signed with Chris, and he's got you on one of the biggest stages on the zone, obviously, and with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing. And obviously, I understand there's no opponent name for this fight yet.
No, not a minute. Not that I know of, anyway.
Is there any names being mentioned?
No, I think now this week someone will be sorted, but makes no difference anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, how are you preparing yourself for this fight with no opponent named at the moment? Are you doing the same things you would normally do for every fight?
Yeah, just training hard, sparring, and you know it is what it is. I'm training harder now than I ever have. To be honest with you, I think I'm fitter now than I have been for any of my fights. And I've taken this fight on 3 weeks' notice, but my fitness now is through the roof already. So with the opponent, it doesn't make a difference who it is. I'm going to keep training. I'm going to keep sparring, and come fight night, then we'll see what happens then.
When you get that knockout on fight night, will it show that the all-inclusive diet works then, if you're fitter than ever?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
But no, as you said, you're not paid for overtime in that ring. So are you going in there to look for that knockout, or are you just going to wait for it to come?
I never go out looking for it. I always go out and box my way through. But as soon as my opponent feels the power, then they don't want to know. And that's how it's going to be all the way through my career. And like if I know I got them hurt, then that's the game over.
That's that exactly that. And like I said, you're not paid for overtime in there, so the quicker you could get them out without looking for it. Obviously, if you go looking for it, it could leave yourself open for shots back from your opponent. But obviously, if you can get them out there, then it's better for yourself, isn't it? So going forward, obviously, you put on a massive performance now on June 4th on the undercard. Potentially more opportunities with Matchroom.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Put a nice performance on. Make sure Eddie's watching, and yeah, that's what I want. You know, I'll have a little break after this fight because I'll be going away on holidays again.
Yeah.
End of the month, and then as soon as I get back in, I'll be straight into training camp and ready to go.
Amazing. Like, so what sort of route are you looking to go down now, Joe? Are you looking to go down the traditional route, or are you just going to take the opportunities when they come?
Well, you know, with Chris Saniga, he likes to work his fighters down the Welsh title route. So
yeah.
If that's the route he wants to take with me, I'm more than happy to do so. But if he wants, whichever route he wants me to go down, right, I'm not going to turn fights down. I'll work my way up. Like I said, there's no rush for me. I'm 20 years of age. I'll fight whoever's put in front of me, and then when the opportunity's there, I'll take it.
Yeah, brilliant. And obviously, Tony Dixon has currently got the welterweight Welsh title. Obviously, he's training in the same gym as him. If the opportunity came up with him, if he wasn't to vacate the belt, would you take that?
I think it's Jake Tinkling now against Lloyd Germain in it for the Welsh title.
Oh yeah, they're fighting on the Welsh show, aren't they? On May 28th. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Tony now he's just got the super welterweight. I don't think he's got the welterweight anymore. But you know, like I said, whichever fighter's in my way for that belt, it makes no difference to me. Me and Tony, we're good pals. I've trained alongside Tony for I don't know how long, but my true weight is light welterweight, super lightweight. So I'll take the super lightweight belt and the welterweight belt. It don't matter to me. But like I said, I'm not gonna go out calling names now. I've had 3 fights. I'm gonna just stay in my lane. Respect to everyone, all the Welsh boys. But when that time comes, I'll be taking them belts.
Yeah, brilliant. Like I said, obviously let's go back to your big opportunity now on June 4th. Tell all the people watching, tell your fans what to expect on that night. I know you've mentioned the knockout, but how does it go?
Well, you'll see me on the fight day, calm and confident as I always am, and I'll be winning our fight by knockout, and that's it. That's all it is. You'll expect a good performance, and I'm going in there for the knockout, and that's what you're going to see.
So the fans can expect fireworks then. So how many more times are you looking to be out in 2022?
Well, I got this one now, June 4th. I'll be going away, and as soon as I come back, I'll try and get another 3 end of the year, 2 or 3, say. But
yeah,
the more the better for me. So
the best way to end 2022 for Joe Morgan would be 6-0 with another 3 knockouts.
Yeah, you know it.
That's the way. Well, like I said, Joe from Eat Sleep Boxing Repeat, we wish you all the best of luck on June 4th for your big opportunity on this Matchroom card, and obviously hopefully you put that massive firework performance in, and then you get that opportunity then on further shows going forward in your career.
Yeah, that's the plan, buddy. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Joe, and taking time out of training, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, but nice to speak to you.
And you, Joe. Thank you.